Your Aussie adventure starts now! Okay, so who here has heard of Perth? It's kind of far, I know, but trust me, it's worth the trek. We're talking Australia, people. Sun, beaches, good vibes. Perth has it all. And since you're probably thinking, cool, Saffron, but where do I even start? Don't worry, I got you. This video is basically your ultimate Perth guide, curated by yours truly. We're going to dive into the coolest spots, from mind-blowing gardens to the cutest freaking animals you've ever seen. Get ready for stunning beaches, delicious food, and a whole lot of Aussie charm. By the end of this video, you'll be like, book me a flight to Perth ASAP. So buckle up, grab your sunnies, and let's jump right into the awesomeness that is Perth. First up, we're hitting up Kings Park and Botanic Garden, and guys, this place is huge, seriously massive. Imagine a park bigger than Central Park in New York City. That's Kings Park. And it's not just big, it's crazy beautiful too. Think lush gardens, colourful flowers, and panoramic views of the city that will literally take your breath away. I'm talking Instagram-worthy shots everywhere you look. They've got these insane trees called boab trees. They look like they're straight out of some fantasy movie. You can literally spend the whole day here just wandering around, having picnics, and soaking up the good vibes. They even have free guided walks, so you can learn about all the different plants and stuff. Oh, and did I mention the views? You can see the entire city skyline, the Swan River, and even out to the ocean. It's seriously magical, especially at sunset. Trust me, you do not want to miss this spot. Okay, so Perth is all about that waterfront life, and the Swan River is where it's at. This river is iconic. It cuts right through the city, and there's always something going on, from sailboats to kayaks to those giant swan paddle boats. You know the ones I'm talking about. You can take a chill river cruise, rent a kayak and be your own captain, or just find a spot on the riverbank and soak up the sun. They even have these cute little ferries that take you to different spots along the river. And if you're feeling fancy, you can totally book a dinner cruise and watch the sunset over the water. Talk about romantic. But honestly, even just strolling along the riverfront is super relaxing. There are tons of cafes and restaurants where you can grab a bite, or you can just chill out on the grass and enjoy the views. Swan River, it's a whole vibe. Now, let's talk beaches because, duh, Australia! Cottesloe Beach is like the queen bee of Perth beaches. Picture this crystal clear turquoise water, soft white sand, and those iconic colourful beach huts. It's like something out of a postcard for real. You can lay out and work on your tan slip slop slap people, or take a dip in the ocean. The water is seriously amazing. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can try surfing or stand-up paddleboarding. But honestly, my favourite thing to do at Cottesloe is just grab some fish and chips and watch the sunset. The sky turns these crazy colours, pink, orange, purple. It's like a whole show. And the best part, Cottesloe is super easy to get to from the city. Just hop on the train and you're there in 15 minutes. Beach day, anyone? Okay guys, Fremantle Markets, this place is a whole experience. It's one of the oldest markets in Australia, and it's bursting with character. We're talking local crafts, unique souvenirs, vintage clothes, and so much more. You can find literally anything here, from handmade jewellery to Aboriginal art to didgeridoos. It's the perfect place to pick up some unique gifts for your friends back home, or just treat yourself because why not? And the food, oh my god, the food! They have everything from fresh produce to international cuisine to Aussie classics like kangaroo burgers and meat pies. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. The atmosphere at Fremantle Markets is electric. There are street performers, live music, and the air is filled with the smells of delicious food. It's definitely a sensory overload in the best way possible. Alright guys, get ready for cuteness overload because we're heading to Rottnest Island, home of the happiest animal on the planet, the quokka. These little guys are like mini kangaroos with permanent smiles, and they are seriously the cutest things ever. But Rottnest Island isn't just about quokkas, although they are a major highlight. The island is also known for its pristine beaches, crystal clear water, and laid-back island vibes. You can rent bikes and explore the island, go snorkeling or diving, or just relax on the beach and soak up the sun. There are no cars allowed on the island, so it's super peaceful and quiet. You can literally hear the waves crashing on the shore. It's the perfect place to escape the city and just chill out for a day or two. And don't forget to snap a selfie with a quokka. They're super friendly and love to pose for photos. But remember, no touching. We gotta respect the wildlife. Calling all animal lovers. Perth Zoo is home to over 1,500 animals from all over the world, so get ready for some serious animal encounters. They've got everything from majestic lions to playful monkeys to those giant tortoises that can live for like 1,000,000 years. You can get up close and personal with some of your favourite animals, learn about conservation efforts, and even watch animal feedings. The zoo is super interactive and educational, so it's perfect for families or anyone who loves animals. And the best part, Perth Zoo is really involved in conservation work, so you know your visit is helping to protect these amazing creatures. They even have a breeding program for endangered species, which is super cool. Okay, back to the city we go. Elizabeth Quay is like the newest and coolest hangout spot in Perth. It's this super modern waterfront precinct with restaurants, bars, shops, and even a man-made island. You can take a walk along the boardwalk, grab a coffee and people watch, or rent a swan boat and paddle around the inlet. They even have these awesome water bikes that look super fun. And if you're feeling fancy, you can totally splurge on a meal at one of the waterfront restaurants. The views are incredible, especially at night when the city lights reflect off the water. Alright guys, this one's for the history buffs, and anyone who's ever wanted to ring a giant bell, the Bell Tower. This iconic landmark is shaped like, you guessed it, a giant bell, and it's home to a bunch of historic bells from churches all over the world. You can take a tour of the tower, learn about the history of the bells, and even have a go at ringing them yourself. It's surprisingly harder than it looks, but it's totally worth it for the experience. And the views from the top of the tower are amazing. You can see the entire city, the Swan River, and even out to the hills in the distance. It's the perfect place to get your bearings and snap some epic panoramas. Okay, time for a little culture, guys. The Art Gallery of Western Australia is a must-visit for any art lover. They've got an incredible collection of Aboriginal art, contemporary Australian art, and even some international pieces. You can easily spend hours here just wandering through the galleries, admiring the art, and maybe even getting inspired to create something yourself. They have these really cool interactive exhibits too, where you can learn about different art techniques and even try your hand at creating your own masterpiece. And the best part? Admission to the Art Gallery of Western Australia is totally free, so you can get your culture fix without spending a dime. Last but not least, we're heading back to the islands for a penguin adventure. Penguin Island is home to a colony of these adorable little creatures, and you can actually take a guided tour to see them up close. You'll learn all about penguins, their habitat, and the conservation efforts in place to protect them. And the best part? You might even get to see some baby penguins. They're seriously the cutest things ever. But Penguin Island isn't just about penguins. It's also a great spot for swimming, snorkeling, and just enjoying the natural beauty of the Australian coastline. You can take a ferry over to the island, spend the day exploring, and then head back to the mainland in the evening. And there you have it, guys. My top 10 must-see places in Perth, Australia. From stunning beaches to adorable Quokkas to vibrant markets, Perth has something for everyone. I hope this video has inspired you to add this amazing city to your travel bucket list. Trust me, you won't regret it. Perth is one of those places that just gets under your skin and stays with you long after you've left. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures, and let me know in the comments below what your favourite part of Perth was, or if you're planning a trip soon. Until next time, peace out.